Nayeon. Nayeon. She's an incredible woman. She can sing, she can dance. She's got a gorgeous smile. Oh, come on, that's not what you really think of when you think of Nayeon, is it? It's true that Nayeon has definitely become one of the most popular K-pop idols out there, and arguably one of the most influential as well. But who exactly is Nayeon? And who are these 8 other ladies who joined Nayeon in becoming one of the most popular K-pop girl groups of all time? Well, my friends, gather around, stay a while, and let me introduce you to 9 of the most popular K-pop idols out there who together form one of my favorite girl groups in the world, and they probably will be yours as well. The beginnings of Twice can be traced way back to 2013 when Park Jin-young, otherwise known as JY Park, also known as the Asian Soul, also known as JYP. Jeez man, this guy just has way too many nicknames now, doesn't he? Just for that, here's a 5th one. It's pretty stupid now, isn't it? Oh well, moving on. JYP decided to debut a brand new girl group, his first in quite some time, so he got 16 contestants from across Southeast Asia to participate in the cleverly named reality show 16. Now my friends, that show deserves a whole nother video at a whole different time, and that's mainly for both good and bad reasons, to be brutally honest with you. However, what you need to know right now is this. That show, those 16 contestants were all vying to grab one of 6 spots for what would eventually become Twice. Oh wait, did I say 6? I meant 9 spots. Yeah, you see what had happened was, at the very last episode, Father Jipe decided to expand the group from 6 members to 9 members, and as such, we have 9 members of Twice. My bad, where I said 6, I meant to say 7. But anyway, there's 9 members of Twice, so let's talk about them, starting with Nayeon. So Nayeon was born in Seoul, South Korea on September 22nd of 1995. She is the lead vocalist, lead dancer, and the center of Twice. Now, with center, you might think that means that she's the leader of the group. She isn't. That's just where she's at normally in choreographies and all that good stuff. That said though, for myself and several other people out there, Nayeon is the first person we think of when we think of Twice. And there could be several reasons for that. In my case, that mainly has to do with her being my bias. That said, she is one of the first faces for a lot of people. Nayeon has actually made solo content but now. In June of 2022, she released her eponymous EP and lead single, Pop. She's also the fake maknae of the bunch.
I love you so much! Oh. I love you! I love you!
Alright, next up, let's talk about Yoo Jongyeon. She was born in Suwon, South Korea on November 1st of 1996, and she's the lead vocalist of the group, one of them at least. Forgive the drop in quality in the screen, that's not your screen, that's my screen recorder being a pain. Anyway, Jongyeon is actually one of the sillier members of the bunch, which I think that's exactly why we actually love her a lot for it. I can't blame these people, to be honest with you. Next, let's talk about one of several Japanese members of the group. This is Momo Hirai. She was born in Kyoto, Japan on November 9th of 1996, and she's one of the main dancers, sub-vocalists, and sub-rappers. And believe me, this woman can rap. Now that said, Momo might have one of the best backstories as far as getting into Twice is concerned. She was initially eliminated from 16 early on in the show, but was brought in at the last episode as JYP himself selected her to be a part of Twice. Next, let's talk about one of the members with arguably the most contagious laugh of the bunch, Sana Minatosaki. She's another Japanese member of the bunch, born in Osaka on December 29th of 1996. She plays the role of sub-vocalist of the group and also plays the role of I like to randomly wave at people in LA. That clip alone is enough to warm my cold, dead heart. Next up is Jihyo, Park Jihyo, born February 1st of 1997, in a city that I will leave the name on the screen because I don't know exactly how to say it properly. That said, Jihyo is their group leader of Twice, and she's also one of the main vocalists of the group. I presume that once she's done being said main vocalist, she's probably just gonna go eat food for the rest of her life and make videos out of it. Now Mina here, Mina Mioi, was actually not born in Southeast Asia at all. In fact, she was born in the land of the free and the home of the six-wheeled pickup truck. Okay, jokes aside, Mina was actually born in San Antonio, Texas on March 24th of 1997, but she spent the vast majority of her childhood out in Japan, and as such, she currently holds Japanese citizenship. Within Twice, she's one of the main dancers and sub-vocalists, and during a very interesting time, I presume, she also was a bit of a streamer.
하도록 하겠습니다. 이제 여기 옆에 있는 게 제가 키우고 있는 고양이들이에요. 자, 여기 집이에요. 제가 만들었습니다.
I'll be honest with you, this definitely looks like a more peaceful stream. I guess that's to be expected because if you wanted a more chaotic stream, well, there's other options. Okay, so you know how the sun creates vitamin D? Well, I would go ahead and argue that the D in vitamin D stands for Taehyun. I'm talking about Kim Taehyun, who was born on May 28th of 1998 in the same town that Jihyo was born, which once again, I'll leave it on the screen because I don't know how to say it myself. Now that said, Kim Taehyun plays the roles of lead rapper and sub-vocalist for the group, but one could argue that she's also once again the human vitamin D of the bunch. Just have a look. This here is Chaeyoung, Sun Chaeyoung, born April 23rd of 1999, so actually just right before the year 2000 in Seoul, South Korea. She is the main rapper and sub-vocalist of Twice, as well as the epitome of legit every college student who's probably watching this right now. Don't worry, I relate a little too much as well.
한 5시간밖에 못 잤는데 너무 말짱 있게 했어요.
Honest question right over here, how do you people function with coffee? Coffee for me is we're just not good friends. Last but not least is the maknae of the bunch. Now maknae, for those of you who don't know, is what is used in South Korea to refer to of the youngest member of a family, of a boy band, a girl group, etc. So the maknae in Twice's case is Choi Chui. Yes, it looks like it's pronounced Suyu. Believe me, I've made that mistake myself as well, but it turns out it's actually pronounced Chui. So she was born June 14th of 1999 in Tainan, Taiwan. She has the roles of lead dancer, sub-vocalist, visual, and as I mentioned before, she is the maknae of the bunch. So just remember that. If someone uses maknae, just know it means the youngest of the bunch. And I'll be honest with you, maybe this is just me, but I've noticed that a lot of maknaes across several groups, they also happen to be the biggest food lovers of the bunch. So to me, I would argue that Chui is the biggest food lover of Twice. Aside from maybe Nayeon. Well, anyway, there you have it. That is a very brief intro to all 9 members of Twice. And believe me when I tell you that this incredible team has definitely earned their spot as one of the most popular K-pop girl groups out there, with countless releases, including one of my personal favorites from them, that being Fancy. Now, as I was making this video, I realized that their discography consisted of so much stuff that it's honestly a topic for another video all in itself, just because there's so many Korean releases, never mind the Japanese and English releases that are either already out or are on their way soon. So we'll save the discography for another time. I hope you all enjoyed this intro to Twice, however. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.